Hello, book creators and authors. Are you tired of the same old printing costs eating into your profits? Well, guess what? Amazon KDP Publishing dropped the bombshell that will shake things up for us. If you're new here, I'm Monique, your guide to the exciting world of self-publishing, and today we're diving headfirst into the breaking news of KDP's publishing printing costs. In a move that's set to make headlines, Kindle Direct Publishing, the platform we all know and love, is changing how much they charge for publishing our books. If you've been on this journey for a while, you know how much printing costs can affect the bottom line. But if you're new here, don't worry. I'm about to break down the old prices, reveal the new ones, and analyze what it all means for us, the indie authors. Now, before we dive into these exciting changes, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. Kindle Direct Publishing, or KDP as we have come to know it as, has been the backbone of self-publishing for years. Launched in 2007, KDP revolutionized the publishing landscape by allowing authors to publish ebooks and paperback on their own. No longer were there traditional publishing houses, nor did they need to shell out money to get their books printed and distributed. KDP simplified the publishing process. All you needed was your manuscript, a captivating book cover, and a dream. You could set your own prices, choose your book's categories and keywords, and earn up to 70% in royalty. That was a game changer. Simply put, KDP has smashed the publishing world. It's not only just a platform, it's a community, a gateway, a launch pad for aspiring authors to become published authors. And this is regardless of your background, location, genre. KDP allows your voice to be heard. KDP's print-on-demand service in particular is a boon for indie authors. It allows us to print physical copies of our books without the upfront cost. It handles our delivery and customer service, leaving us more time to do what we love most, writing. Now let's dive into the big news of the day, the changes in KDP's printing costs. The previous cost structure was based on a simple calculation. It was a fixed cost plus a variable cost based on the number of pages in your book. The fixed fee depended on the type of book, whether it was black and white or color, and the marketplace where your book was sold. So, let's use me for an example. Hi, I'm Mo. I have a 400-page black and white novel that is for the U.S. market. Under the old printing cost structure, I would have to pay a fixed cost of 85 cents plus 0.012 cents per page, totaling about $5.65 a book. So if I sold this book for $15 after considering Amazon's 40% cut, I would be left with about $4.35. But remember, I have other costs to consider, like the cost of the cover design, editing, marketing. The printing cost is a significant portion of my expenses and would eat into my overall profits. With the announcement that came directly through KDP, they decided to make some significant changes to their printing costs, which could potentially alter the way we as authors approach our pricing strategies. In their announcement, they explained that the changes are part of their ongoing efforts to improve the publishing experience for authors. They believe that the new cost structure will be more beneficial for authors in the long run, offering more flexibility and the potential for higher profits. Now, is this everything? I don't know. They haven't given a specific reason for the change. Still, it's likely tied to various factors such as changes in the printing industry, material costs, and authors' feedbacks. It's also worth noting that KDP is always changing, and changes like these are part of the commitment to stay competitive and to provide the best service for authors. So printing is still a fixed and variable cost based on the number of pages in your book. However, these costs have been adjusted. The fixed costs for black and white books have been increased slightly, but here's the kicker. The variable cost per page has been significantly reduced. For books using color, both the fixed price and variable cost have decreased. This means that you will likely see a decrease in printing costs for authors who write longer books. For authors who write shorter books, your costs may vary depending on the specifics of your book. Now, let's go back to, me, 400-page book. All right? Now, with that 400-page book, under the new cost structure, my fixed cost would be slightly higher. Let's say 90 cents. But the variable cost per page would be 0.009 cents, totaling about $4.50 per book. That's a savings of $1.15 per book compared to the old cost structure. So if I sold that same book for $15 after considering Amazon's 40% cut, in that case, I will now make about $5.50 per book. So that will increase my profits of about 25%. Now, these figures are hypothetical. You have to remember the trim size, because the trim size will also factor in these prices. Decreasing variable costs could be a massive win for authors who already write longer books. This could encourage authors to write longer, more detailed books without worrying as much about the cost implications. Also, the reduced cost for pages that are colored can be a boon for authors of children's books, cookbooks, or any other genres that rely heavily on colorful images and pictures. Now, authors of shorter books might see an increase in their printing costs due to the higher fixed price. If you publish a novel or a short guide, you might have lower profits than before. If you're an author who relies heavily on international sales, the changes in cost for different marketplaces could significantly impact your bottom line. You'll need to adjust your pricing strategy to ensure you're still making a profit. As authors, the changes also mean that we need to be more proactive calculating our costs and profits. We need to understand the new structure, plug in our numbers, and see how it affects our situation. Remember, things are always changing here. Now, if your profits are going to be taking a hit because of the increased fixed cost, you should increase your selling price slightly. If your printing costs have decreased, you can reduce the selling price to attract more buyers without hurting your profits. Remember, these changes can be an opportunity if you look at them that way. Always keep your readers at the forefront. Remain open to change and adjust your strategy. After all, they're the reason we do what we do. Now, I'd love to hear from you. How do you think these changes will impact your publishing journey? Let's get the conversation started in the comments below. And if you haven't done so already, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you want to know more about self-publishing, then go ahead and check out this playlist right over here. And until next time, happy writing, everyone.